This is Carly Fiorina. Turning logic on its head. You'll recall in 1982 or 83, Ronald Reagan effectively stopped enforcing the Sherman Antitrust Act. The Sherman Antitrust Act said that when a company gets big enough that competition is difficult, it's a monopoly, and therefore we will not allow it to get that big or any bigger. And if it gets that big, it will be broken up. That's the Sherman Antitrust Act from 1890, I think. And Reagan stopped enforcing it in the early 80s, and the result of that was this explosion of mergers and acquisitions as medium and large-sized companies got bigger and bigger. The explosion happened because Reagan stopped regulating the marketplace. Now listen to Carly Fiorina, and you all remember it. I mean, if you're old enough to remember the 80s, you remember clearly, the rise of Michael Milken and these MMA guys and Mitt Romney and his company and all these other companies that just stepped into the breach and said, oh, really? We can make a company as big as we want? Cool, let's do it. Here's Carly Fiorina trying to explain that down equals up.
When government gets big and powerful, the big feel like they need to get even bigger to deal with all that power. And meanwhile, the small and the powerless, in this case, 1,590 community banks go out of business. You see, folks, this is how socialism starts. Government causes a problem, and then government steps in to solve the problem.
1,590 community banks go out of business. As I said earlier, one community bank has gone out of business. And the community bank industry is showing a $5 billion profit right now. Carly Fiorina has a habit of just pulling these very real sounding things out of her ear, and nobody says, what? Are you lying again, Carly? It's amazing.